Hello, I'm Witman, and today I'll be teaching you guys how to add and subtract 2 and 3 digit numbers. So let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to start with addition, and we're going to start off simple, and we're going to add two two-digit numbers together. So we're going to start with 21, and we're going to add to 21 11. Okay? So, as you guys all know, 1 plus 1 is 2, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to add the column here, because these are separated into columns, okay? And we're going to add the column here together, and we're going to drop it straight down below, okay? So 1 plus 1 is 2, and we're going to put that there. And now, is 2 greater or less than 10? And that's the question, because if it's greater than 10, you're going to carry up the remainder here. But if it's less than 10, you don't have to do that. And you guys all know that 2 is less than 10. So we're going to leave this here, and we're going to move on to this column here. And 2 plus 1 is 3. And so we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to drop it down here. And there's your answer. It's just as simple as that. Okay, we're going to do another example here. So this time we're going to do a number that has, in the one spot, we're going to do an example that has a number greater than 10, so I can show you what to do. So we're going to add 32, which is what we just ended up with. We're going to add 32 to 19, okay? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to put our addition sign over here. We're going to draw our line across. And you guys can make sure you know that you still have your columns down. Okay. So we're going to add 2 and 9. 2 and 9 is what? It's 11. So we're going to take a 1 here, and then see here's the number 11. But we can't have two digits in one spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this 1 here, the one that for 11, and we're going to put it right up here. Okay. And now we're going to add everything in this column. So we've got 1 plus 3 plus 1. And 1 plus 3 plus 1 is 5. So we're going to take 1 plus 3 plus 1, and we're going to put it down here, and it's going to be 5. And then our answer is 51. Now I know you guys are all catching on to this very quickly, so we're only going to do one more example. And I'm going to put the problem up there on the board, and then I want you to pause the video. And I want you guys to try to work it out on your own, and then you'll hit the play button again, and we'll work through it together and make sure that we did it right. Okay, so here is our problem. We're going to take 57, and we're going to add to 57 13, okay? So we're going to draw our lines, and you don't have to put the columns down if you don't want to. That was just to help show you guys that they stay in order. Okay, so we're going to take 7 plus 3, and that's 10. And then from here, we're going to take that's 10. So we're going to take the 1 up here, and we're going to put it here. And we're going to take 1 plus 5 plus 1, which is 6. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. So there is our answer. We now are going to add a 3-digit number to a 2-digit number. 3-digit numbers are numbers like 112 and 313. Those are 3-digit numbers. Okay. So we're going to start with 433. Okay. And we're going to add to 433. Let's say 23. Okay. So we're going to start on this side, on the right, and work our way back. So we're going to put a 3 for the 23 here, and we're going to put a 2 for the 23 there. Okay, and then we see, as you can see here, in our columns that we've got a gap here, and that's okay. That's basically like just putting a 0 there. Okay, and then you can do that to hold the place value. And then you're going to put a plus sign here, and you're going to draw across like that, and you're going to take 3 plus 3, which is 6. And then that is less than 10, so you don't have to worry about putting anything up here. You're going to take 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay? And then 5 is less than 10, so you don't have to take anything up here, so you just add 4 plus 0, which is 4, and you've got your answer. We are now going to add 3-digit numbers together. So we're going to take 2 3-digit numbers, and we're going to add them together. Okay, and I don't want you guys to worry about it. I know you guys are doing great. So we're just going to start with 713, and we're going to add to that 228. Okay, so we're going to start over here like we always do, Make sure you put your addition sign so you don't forget what you're doing. And you draw your line across. 3 plus 8 is, yep, you're right, it's 11. So we're going to take our 1 here and our 1 here. So we got our 11, but is 11 greater or less than 10? And it's greater, so we're going to take our 1 from this part and we're going to put it up here. Okay? And then we're going to add this column here. Okay, you guys you see the column there? So we're going to add 1 plus 1, which is 2, plus another 2, which is 4. And we're going to drop that down here. And then is 4 less or greater than 10? And it's less than 10. So we're going to just move over here and we're going to add 7 and 2, which is 9. And we're going to drop that down. And then that is our final answer. Okay, so we're going to start with subtraction now that we have mastered addition. And we're going to go over here and we're going to start with 2. So we're going to start with 21 and we're going to subtract 11. Okay, so there, make sure that you're putting your subtraction sign down because we are subtracting now, not adding. So we're gonna start with that. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna do 1 minus 1. Remember, you still got your columns. If that helps, you still got your columns. Okay. So you got 1 minus 1, which is 0. You're gonna drop that straight down. You're gonna come up here and you're gonna take 2 minus 1, which is 1, and then there's your answer, 10. Okay, we're going to do 3-digit subtraction, and we're going to start with 342, okay, and we're going to subtract from that 64. Remember that you can put a 0 here to hold your place if that helps you. You don't have to if you don't want to, okay? We're going to start here, and we're going to look, and you can't take 4 from 2, so we're going to borrow. And so we go over here to borrow, but we can't take 6 from 4. And that's a problem we haven't ran into yet, but I'm going to explain how we get around that. We're still going to borrow, but we're going to have to borrow from here. Okay. This number, 342, is really like saying 300 plus 40 plus 2. Okay. And 64 is really like saying 60 plus 4. Okay. And we have to have a bigger number here than here, and a bigger number here than here, so just subtract it. So we're going to borrow from here, okay? And so we're going to actually borrow 100 numbers from this 300. So we're going to subtract 100, which is going to leave 200, okay? And then we're going to put, so that's really like having 100 plus 40, which is 140, okay? So we've got 140, and you're going to minus 60 from it. But we still have not fixed our problem with this. So we're going to, over here, so we're going to have to actually borrow from this 140. So we're going to actually borrow 10, because that's all we need is 10. So we're going to actually borrow 10, which is going to make this 130. And this is going to be a 10 plus 2, which is 12. And then we can set up our subtraction problem up here, because we know, you know that 12 is more than 4, and 130 is greater than 60. So, let me show you, now that I've shown you what that looks like down there, let me show you what this looks like in your actual subtraction problem. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross out your 3, okay, and you're going to put a 2 here. And then you're going to add 10 to this. But since we still have to borrow for this, we're going to subtract from this 1, and which was going to make this 9. And this is going to be 10. So then we have our 12 here, like we said. So we've got 12 here, which is 12 minus 4 is 8. Okay? And then we've got 9 and 4. We're going to add those together, which gives us 13, just like we talked about down below. And we're going to subtract 6 from that. And 13 minus 6 is 7. So we've got 7 there. And then 2 minus 0 is 2. And 278 is your answer. Okay, we're going to do another subtraction problem with a 3-digit number from a 3-digit number. Okay, so we're going to start with 572. And we're going to subtract from that 121, okay? Don't forget your subtraction sign. We're going to start over here in the 1 spot. 2 minus 1 is 1, okay? We've got 7 minus 2, which is 5. And then we've got 5 minus 1, which is 4. So your answer is 451. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for letting me teach you. I had a good time, and I hope you learned a lot. This is Holton Witman saying, I guess we'll see you next time.